Iran, the U.S. has decided to withdraw some personnel from the Middle East. President Trump has warned the region may be a dangerous place, and he has reiterated that Tehran cannot have nuclear weapons. This move comes as fears of escalation grows.
Could you provide an update on Iran? We're hearing reports that U.S. personnel are being moved out of the region within striking distance.
Well, they are being moved out because it could be a dangerous place, and we'll see what happens. But they are being, we've given notice to move out, and we'll see what happens.
Is there anything that can be done to dial the temperature down in the region?
They can't have a nuclear weapon. Very simple. They can't have a nuclear weapon. We're not going to allow that.
Rishabh, what explains this move as far as the troop movement that the U.S. president has offered? Is it a fear of growing escalation?
Well, Donald Trump, Amita, doesn't want to fight anyone's war. This is quite clear. And that's the reason that we are seeing that, be it Bahrain, be it Kuwait, be it, Iraq, wherever the American troops are, wherever the American army bases, military bases are. Now, the U.S. has decided that they can get, they would get their troops out of it, and a significant decline in the number and the presence of United States in Middle East will be seen in near future. One thing is very clear. Yes, there is escalation between Israel and Iran. Yes, there is escalation between Iran and other Middle Eastern countries, and U.S. do understand that if the military presence that United States have right now in Middle East continues, sooner or later United States will have to intervene, or maybe they will have to fight this, fight for their alliance partners, their ally partners there, and that is something that Donald Trump is not in mood to. Also, in a way, very clearly sending out a message that things need to be discussed on table, not on the battlefield, is something that Donald Trump has been suggesting for quite some time. Be it Russia, Ukraine, be it other conflicts, Donald Trump is very clear that the war is something that needs to stop. It hits business, completely business point of view.
So talks that have also been happening between U.S. and Iran. However, when it comes to the troop deployment, that seems to be now being removed as part of escalation fears that seems to be growing between U.S. and Iran. Rishabh, for the moment, thank you very much for joining again. Speaking of the Vice President now, J.D. Vance, however, says that he doesn't know if Iran really wants a nuclear weapon. Now, while Tehran denies the ambition, the remark comes as tensions continue to boil across the Middle East.
Mr. Vice President, do you believe that Iran wants a nuclear weapon?
Well, I don't know. I think it's really up for them to signal to the world. What the president has said is we don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon, and we're willing to do what's necessary to ensure that doesn't happen. We of course, are in the middle of a negotiating process. Our hope is that negotiation process ends successfully. If it doesn't, we're going to have to figure out what to do.
Well, the situation seems to be rapidly developing in the Middle East. With that, we head into a short break.